The devastation left by Hurricane Melissa in Jamaica is a stark reminder of the power of nature and the urgent need for climate action. How do you rebuild all this? A question echoing through the streets of Black River, a town now unrecognizable after the hurricane's wrath. Black River, a coastal gem in St. Elizabeth, Jamaica, faced the full force of Hurricane Melissa, one of the Atlantic's strongest hurricanes on record. The journey to this town is treacherous, with uprooted trees, landslides, and flooding turning the route into a hazardous adventure. As you approach Black River, the devastation becomes overwhelming. Almost every building and house has lost its roof, and the town center resembles a war zone. Among the rubble, residents are left traumatized, searching for help and a sense of normalcy. Beverly Stephens, a survivor, shares her harrowing experience, pleading for help on behalf of Jamaica. She and her family sought refuge in a reinforced room, battling against the wind's relentless force. The storm's impact was felt across Jamaica, Cuba, Haiti, and the Dominican Republic, with a death toll estimated at 50. Communication networks are down, and the full extent of the damage is yet to be fully assessed. But here's where it gets controversial. Some argue that Melissa's strength and slow movement are clear signs of climate change. Teresa Rodriguez Moody, CEO of the Jamaica Environment Trust, warns that without drastic emission reductions, these intense hurricanes will become the new normal. And this is the part most people miss: the human stories behind the statistics. Annette Royal, a visitor from Westmoreland, describes the devastation as the country mashup, emphasizing the urgent need for basic necessities like food, water, and shelter. In nearby Treasure Beach, residents are still reeling from Melissa's unprecedented power. Alan Daly, a fisher, recounts how his house and boat were damaged, with a shipping container smashing into his vessel. He reflects on his 67 years, having never experienced such intense winds. Owen Clark, a hotel owner, faces the daunting task of rebuilding for the second year in a row. He calls for more support for businesses affected by hurricanes, highlighting the lack of essential materials needed for reconstruction. Tourists like Sri Sidevi and her daughter, Rachel Diamond, also found themselves in the path of Melissa. They described the resilience and friendliness of the Treasure Beach community, which offered them a sense of safety during the storm. Candace Dryden, a local chef, leads an initiative to provide hot meals and drinking water to residents without power or running water. She believes that a warm meal can remind people of home, even in the midst of chaos. As the sun sets over St. Elizabeth, military vehicles loaded with supplies navigate the challenging roads, bringing hope and relief to those affected by Melissa. The question remains, how do we rebuild and recover from such catastrophic events? And what can we do to prevent their frequency and intensity? These are questions that demand our attention and action. What are your thoughts on the impact of climate change and the resilience of communities in the face of natural disasters? Feel free to share your opinions and experiences in the comments below.